Hello everyone, welcome to a video on how the Hands Off Ukraine and Bayraktar remix was produced. Let's take a look. The breakdown basses were made using Serum, a collection of Serum basses. They're all generally mixed with a little bit of reverb and a tiny bit of EQ. The arpeggiators at the beginning were made using a synth called Synth Master Player. The basses used in the drop come from 3 different Serum presets, and together they sound like this without the sidechain. With the sidechain, they sound like this. To give an idea of what the sub bass sounds like on its own, it sounds like this. There is also a vocal ambience used in the mix that sounds like this. Moving on, we also have Lisa Schettner's vocals, which sound like this.
You're killing your brothers. You're like Abel and Cain.
They had been processed as they were from the original Hands Off Ukraine, but I've also added a little bit of EQ and reverb. During the intro, I also added a tiny sort of vocal cut that sounds a bit like this. Lots of reverb, something that really sits in the background. There are a few segments of her vocals where the vocals are doubled an octave lower.
Get your greedy hands off Ukraine.
Of course, we also have Taras Borovok's vocals, which sound like this. They've been mixed with an imager, a compressor, an EQ, a de-esser, a little bit of OTT, and some reverb. I've also added this effect in some places, which is Lisa's vocals in reverse. Obviously, we've got all the reporters as well.
There have been fears in the West that Russia was planning to invade Ukraine.
These have been mixed with various different elements such as compression, EQ, a little bit of de-esser, basically the same effects as the main vocals. The levels are obviously very different and they do vary throughout the track because of the samples used. But most importantly, these have a tiny little bit of warm distortion using the noise filter plugin as shown here, and also Acoustica's distortion plugin. We have various elements together for the percussion, including kicks, claps, 2 different hi-hats layered on top of each other, a shaker and some rolling snares. We also have a reverse crash that has been sidechained during the breakdown. There's quite a few other effects as well, such as this build-up snare which has been pitched. And all of these red elements that you see in the track are all of the different effects used, including the gun sounds used in the breakdowns and the machine gun. There are some elements used for atmosphere, including this sample of a very, very subtle and atmospheric air raid siren that I included. It's very quiet, but it is there. There's also this impact just before the drop. And there's just a few other elements as well. And then looking at the master track, we also have some compression, some bass enhancement, but only a little bit, a tiny bit of OTT, the wonderful Ozone 8 elements, and a limiter. If you want to listen to the Hands Off Ukraine Bayraktar remix, I will leave a link to it in the description. It is on Lisa Schettner's channel, along with a bunch of other stuff that I recommend checking out. Thanks for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!